What is going on, guys and girls? My name is James ThnxCya and welcome back today to Roblox. How are you doing, everyone? Welcome back, welcome back. Today, of course, it is time for some brand new Bee Swarm Simulator, and today we've already had a shambles, lads. I was just 10 minutes into this episode and then I realized that little pug dog, little Evie, she knocked over my microphone stand like an hour ago and she pulled out the cables. And I've been talking to a microphone without a cable in it for about 10 minutes, so that's a fantastic start. How is your Sunday going? Is it better than mine? It probably is. But yeah, welcome back, everyone. How are you doing? I hope you're good. So today, what I thought we would do is we would actually do an episode which you guys wanted to see. So I read the comments from last episode. Now that one was, we basically finally went and got ourselves the diamond mask. Now, to be honest with you, having used the diamond mask a little bit now, I kind of wish I would have bought it ages and ages ago, because it's a really, really good mask, and it helps an awful lot for the pollen quest because you just get like so much more pollen per trip. I've been using the gummy mask and I've just been grinding it out because the goo is amazing for honey. But yeah, in hindsight, kind of wish I would have got it a long time ago. It's a very, very good mask, and I kind of feel like with the three masks at the top tier, the demon, the gummy, and the diamond, you can't really go wrong. They all have like really good abilities, I guess. But I was reading through the comments, and I think in that episode, basically what I said was like, "Oh, I've got all the masks now," and there were people that were like, "James, I don't think you do, sausage." You guys don't sound like that in my head, honestly. But basically, people were saying, "Hey, you don't have the fire mask, you don't have the bubble mask, you don't have the honey mask. Why don't you go and get those?" And I was like, you know what? I think that's a really good idea. Why not? So these are like a tier below the masks which we do have, but the thing about these like top tier items are like only a small percentage of the Bee Swarm community are gonna get those, I guess. And I think there are going to be more people that will have or have had these hats, and I kind of think that it would be a nice thing to take a look at them. I know it's a little bit late to the party, but I thought I would grab them today. I'll be honest, I actually grabbed one just now when I thought I was recording, but I wasn't. So that was great. Anyway, just before we do that, speaking of little pug dogs, actually, let me do my tunnel bear and my king beetle. So, yesterday was an interesting day for me. This is when I wanted to get this video out. Oh, is my stump snail back? I think it is. It is. Ooh, okay, we can do stump snail for the 14th time. So maybe we'll do that in next episode. Although next episode, I want to finally like make the gummy boots, so we'll see how it goes. But yeah, yesterday was an interesting one, and little Poogie, she didn't have a very good day. She didn't have a very good day at all. So I woke up, you know, go down and, you know, see how she is and then make her breakfast and stuff. And overnight, well, I don't think it was overnight because she was with me until like super duper late. Oh, I nearly walked straight into the tunnel bear. And yeah, she'd been like sick. And this sometimes happens to dogs, but it's like, it's the first time this has happened. So obviously I was a little bit worried and stuff. So I did a little bit of Googling and I asked Gemma. Gemma as in DanTDM Gemma, and she was like, yeah, it happens sometimes because they've got pugs and stuff, so I think she sort of knows some bits and pieces, but she says, you know, keep an eye on it and stuff, and, you know, if she does it again or whatever, then maybe it's a good idea to take her to the vets. But fortunately, she seemed okay. She seemed like completely fine, like full of beans and energy, and she spends every day essentially trolling me. That's my life now. That's what I signed up for. That's just what happens. It's like a little walking troll shaped like a sausage roll. That's literally it. Just follows me around, trolls me. What a life. But yeah, so it was a little bit later on in the day, probably like 1:30 or something. I got this like gazebo thing outside, and I decided to keep it up over the winter, which you're not technically supposed to do because it's kind of more of a summer thing. But I thought, you know what, it survived all of the rain and the stuff before. Yeah, maybe it'll survive, and I've got like some artificial grass underneath, so like I don't have like grass in my garden. So I thought, you know, like she can use that as like a little toilet area and stuff, which it does, which is great. But it's got the awning up on it, and it kind of slightly damaged in the wind, so I thought, you know what, I'm gonna go and repair this. And like underneath the awning, I put like all of my patio furniture in like a little square, so she can't get out basically, because there's like the other bit of the garden. So somehow, as I'm fixing this awning, she manages to ninja herself out of the enclosure. Still not too sure how she did it. And I spot it out the corner of my eye and I'm like, huh, Evie. So just as I begin to move towards her, she goes around to the left of the decking area. And I've got a big koi pond right in the middle, like 9 foot deep in the middle. And I'm watching her, and I'm seeing her, and she's walking, and she goes 1 trot, 2 trot, 3 trot, plop, straight in the pond. Straight in the pond. The pond is covered in duckweed, which is like that horrible green stuff. I think she thought it was grass. Didn't realize it was water. Plop, straight in. My pug dad reflexes. Oh my goodness. Have you ever seen on YouTube, like dad reflexes? It's kind of a thing. I've seen them on Reddit. So it's normally like there's a kid going like 90 miles an hour down a snowy thing on like a sleigh, and they're just going directly towards a tree, and then out of nowhere, like super dad comes and like puts his arm out and saves the thing. Well, I don't have a kid, but I've got a little puggy. And yeah, my pug dad reflexes just went ham status, and yeah, I managed to like scoot around there, scoop her out the water, and I didn't know what to do. So I like ran inside, and first thing I thought was, I'll take my t-shirt off, I'll wrap her in. So I took my t-shirt off, wrapped this little doggy up, ran upstairs into the shower, whacked the shower on, lowered the water temperature so it wasn't too hot, jumped in the shower, closed the door. I've still got my jeans and like my socks on and stuff. Clean all the dog off, go and grab the doggy shampoo, clean her off all nice and things. She's kind of scared because she's just fallen into some wet grass, which she thought was grass, but it wasn't grass, it was water. She was betrayed by the grass. And yeah, I caught the whole thing on CCTV. So I watched it later and I was like, for goodness sake, Evie, why would you do this? Why would you do this? See, if you want to see the CCTV footage, it's on her Instagram page, which is @ThnxCya. And yeah, like, I couldn't believe it, man. So the reason why I've got that patio furniture there is to deliberately stop her from getting over there until she's old enough so we can teach her, like, you know, I can teach her about ponds and water and all that kind of thing. But right now, she's like 4.5 months and she's never, like, lived near a pond or anything. So yeah, that was fun. That was my day. Unbelievable. And then I spent the next 45 minutes cleaning duckweed up from my bathroom. It was covered in duckweed. Have you ever tried to clean up duckweed from a bathroom? It's a nightmare. It's a nightmare. Absolute nightmare. Unbelievable. So yeah, that was my day. I kind of wanted to record Bee Swarm then, but I was having a bit of a pug nightmare day. Yeah, she didn't have a very good day. Sick in the morning, fell in the pond, had to have a shower. Oh, poor little sausage. Anyway, so the purpose of today's episode, whilst I've just plopped around for 10 minutes, is basically I want to make these masks. Now, as I kind of mentioned, I actually already just made one mask because I thought I was recording and I wasn't. And I started off here with this bad boy, which is the fire mask. So, as I kind of mentioned, this is a little bit late to the party, I guess, because I imagine that quite a lot of people will actually have these masks, but I guess that maybe there might be a few people who are working towards them. If you're interested in a bit of advice as to which one to go for, it really depends. It really, really depends on what your account is like. So, first one here is the fire mask. So 500 strawberries. Of course, strawberries, keep doing your sprouts, keep doing your sparkles. You know, when you're harvesting in the strawberry field, you'll get a few strawberries. I think sprouts and sparkles, though, are like the best way to get them. Oh, I suppose the ant challenge as well. And yeah, 50 red extract, which I guess is a little bit more tricky for this particular mask. 25 enzymes and 15 glue. Okay, so what does it give us? It gives us a plus 25% pollen from bees, plus 25% instant conversion, plus 35 damage reduction. Okay. Plus 11% bee ability rate, 115% luck, 2 red bee attack power. And a 1.15 red pollen boost. Okay, let's equip it. So, I feel like this this mask is slightly more geared towards combat. And the cool thing about this is that it mentioned that it gives a... where is it? A 2 red bee attack power. That's actually really good. So if you think about it, think about your rage bees. Rage bee is a bee which is amazing. Like, I would highly recommend having like at least 2 or 3 of these if you can. And because like when you're doing like the tunnel bear, or you're doing the stump snail, or you're doing the ant challenge, you'll want to try and get your rage stack up as high as possible and try and keep it at 5 if you can. So the easiest way to do that is to have multiple rage bees. But basically this mask makes it so each one of these rage bees actually has an attack of 4. Ooh, it's actually pretty good. That's actually pretty good, to be honest with you. I kind of think that's a pretty nifty mask. And then it has the red pollen boost, so I guess this is kind of geared towards maybe someone who's built sort of slightly more of a red hive. But I tell you what, let's compare it to the beekeeper mask. So with the beekeeper's mask sitting at 20 million, yeah, this is 100 million, so obviously it's much more expensive. But your pollen from bees goes up 10%, your instant conversion remains the same, your damage reduction goes up 10%, your bee ability rate only goes up 1%? On it. Dude, that's so stingy. And yeah, your luck goes up like 15% as well. So okay, definitely much better than the beekeeper's mask. I mean, I remember when obviously we were playing like way before the ingredients and stuff were introduced. Obviously it's much more expensive than the beekeeper's mask, but this one seems like a really good mask to team up with red bees. And I would say that probably rage bees would be a really good one to have some duplicates of, because you can get things like the Riley. Well, I guess the Riley bee's good as well, isn't it? I mean, I would always have multiple rage bees just because of the rage tokens, but the thing is, the red bees in general, they have like pretty decent attacks. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter, does it? You see, this is why I have like just a hive of like a bit of everything, because you know, you can go like ability rates and this, that, and the other here and there, but at the end of the day, you know, it's still going to work out pretty well. But okay, that's interesting. So we got that one. Now we can actually do this one. I haven't made this one. This is the bubble mask. So once again, the same recipe. It's 500 blueberries instead of 500 strawberries, 50 blue instead of red. Oh, what was the other one? Was it enzymes and oil? No, enzymes and glue. So this one is oil and glitter. Huh. Okay, glitter is going to be a little bit more tricky to make just because you need magic beans, I guess. And it's just so tempting to plant the magic beans. That's the problem, isn't it? But yeah, what's the difference between these two then? Same pollen, same instant conversion, slightly less damage reduction, same ability rate, same luck, plus 25% blue bomb pollen? Oh. Okay. So I would say that unless you've got a very specialized blue bomb build, which I guess you could do, I think the fire mask is better. I would personally be going for the fire mask. Yeah, so I mean, we'll make it. Why not? Boom, receive bubble mask. But, yeah, out of those two masks, I mean, it looks pretty cool, don't get me wrong. I like the bubble trail that comes out the top of it. That's kind of nifty. Yeah, I think out of the fire and the bubble, I would have probably gone for the fire. Just because I feel like you can really benefit from that extra damage. Huh. There we go. Yeah, this is literally the first time I've looked at these masks properly, so... Huh, there we go. Okay, cool. So we've got one more mask to get. We might as well go ahead and make it. And this is in the ace. Oh, let's go and do our mantis first. Let's go and take you down. Let's go and take you down. Boom. Okay. So yeah, the final one that we need to do. How's me old blender doing? 2 hours left. Okay, fair enough. Aha, here we go. So we made these ages ago. We made the Cobalt Guard, the Crimson Guard, and the Honeycomb Belt. Really good items. And the top one here. Oh! Okay, so we need to go and get some stuff. Oh, have I not got 5 eggs? I have 4 eggs. Aha! Oh, I tell you what. So you can buy gold eggs from the tent for 50 tickets, I want to say. I could be wrong about that, but yeah, we'll go and do that in a second. We need to go and buy some treats anyway. We're a little bit short. So yeah, this handsome mask is guaranteed to bring satisfaction into your life. Is it a handsome mask, though? It looks like a Lego man. I mean, it's kind of nice. So I'll tell you what, before we go look at those stats, we need just a few more treats, and we need puppy love. We need another gold egg. So let me go and grab those. Here we go, gold egg for 50 tickets, boom. And yeah, let's go and buy some treats. So I'm kind of like, I feel like I want to go and spend some more treats soon to level up the bees a bit. I feel like we could do, let's just, we don't need 1 billion, let's just grab that many. But yeah, I feel like that's probably something that we should do, seeing as we've got a lot. So I've got the 100 billion for the boots. So we're going to do that like next episode, I think, which is going to be exciting. I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, let's just go and do this mask here today. So at least we can say we've got all of these masks, all 6 of them. And here we go. So this handsome mask is guaranteed to bring satisfaction in your life. There we go. Let's go and buy it. 3, 2, 1, boom. We have it. We have all 6 masks. Hey! Okay, you know what? I feel like for the eggs, like, you're going to have to do a lot of... So if you especially for, like, the diamond mask, it's tough to get 5 diamond eggs. I guess you could save them up. But But yeah, 5 gold eggs. I guess tickets, 250 tickets. It's not unreasonable if you keep doing the sprouts. But yeah, there we go. So, what does this one give us that's different from the other one then? 30% plus pollen from bees. That's pretty good. So, I mean, this is priced the same as the fire and the bubble. 26% instant conversion. 30% damage reduction. 12% ability rate. 120% luck. 150%. See, this is the only stat that I don't think is very good. The 100%, 150 honey from tokens. Because if you're at this stage, honey tokens aren't really giving you that much anyway. So that's the only kind of like bum stat in this. And then a plus 60% conversion amount. So I kind of feel like this mask is really good for making honey. I think that the gummy mask is better for that. But if you are trying to work towards your gummy mask and you want to get extra honey, I think it looks cool. I think this mask might be the one for you. I definitely think though that the fire mask is much better for doing damage, especially because you can use that blue that red bee bias basically to boost up all the damage of your red bees. So you could have like, let's just have a look here. You could have a hive with multiple rage bees, which I do recommend. You could have multiple demon bees, so essentially the attack would be 6. And then, of course, you can stack that up again with some of the gifted abilities. So that could make like a level 7 or an 8, maybe. Shy Bee doesn't do any damage. You can only get 1 Crimson Bee, but that'll make your Crimson Bee 6. I think all the other ones have 1. Okay, the Fire Bee has 2. Rascal has... Oh, the Rascal has 2. Okay, and the Rad Bee has 1. So, yeah. I think out of the order of which ones I would get these personally, I think I would go fire, honey, bubble. But it depends. Like, this is the thing. It's all kind of speculation because if you do have like a blue-based hive, like I don't like to specialize. I just like to have one of everything and kind of go down the middle. But you can go like full tokens. You can go like full bomb. You can go full red bomb. You can go full blue bomb. You can go full buzz bomb. But I think for my particular build, I would go red, honey, and blue. Well, there we go. So yeah, you guys wanted to see this episode. I really hope you, hope you enjoyed it and stuff. We've got all 6 of the masks, so pretty awesome. Next episode will be the gummy boots. And yeah, finally we can put the gummy boots to bed. We've just been grinding it the old-fashioned way. It's taken me a little bit longer, but yeah, you know, slowly but surely. Get a few glue every day. Stump snail. Dispenser. We do some sprouts, some gummy sprouts. We harvest some gumdrops from the stick bug. Eventually we get there. Yeah, awesome. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, please remember to poke me in that like button. And if you are not yet subscribed, go for it because we do Roblox done fun. But until next time, thank you once again for watching. It's been such a pleasure. As always, thanks. ThnxCya.